Wiggle, wiggle.
Like
Wiggle, wiggle.
Good day to each and everyone. Today we will be tackling all about operations and functions. So the same in integers, there are 4 fundamental operations. Function also has 4 fundamental operations, and we will be discussing it today. So let's consider the definition. Definition: let f of x and g of x be functions. So you are given with 2 functions, then their sum denoted by f plus g is the function defined by f plus g of x, and that is just equal to f of x plus g of x. Here you just have to substitute what is f of x and what is g of x, the expression of g of x. And their difference denoted by f minus g is the function defined by f minus g of x, and it is just equal to f of x minus g of x. The same with their product, it is denoted by f times g, and it is a function defined by f of f times g of x, and that is just equal to f of x times g of x. Just somehow like the same with the usual addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the same with the quotient or the division. Their quotient denoted by f divided by g, or f over g is the function defined by f over g of x, and it is just equal to f of x over g of x, provided that this g of x should not be equal to 0, because if this g of x is 0, then this is undefined. Okay, let's consider this example. Example number 1: let f of x be equal to 2x minus 2 and g of x be equal to negative x plus 1. So we are asked to find all of this. So let us answer first the letter A, f plus g. In letter A, the given is f plus g of x, and we all know from the definition it is just equal to f of x plus g of x. And we all know in the given that f of x is 2x minus 2, so we can replace this by 2x minus 2, so it is just 2x minus 2, while your g of x is negative x plus 1, so you will have here negative x plus 1. You will combine like terms, so the 2x minus x is just x, while negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. It means the answer in letter A is x minus 1. In letter B, the given is you are asked to find f minus g of x, and again it is just f of x minus g of x. From the given, f of x is just 2x minus 2, and your g of x is negative x plus 1. So we will substitute it here. So you have 2x minus 2 as your f of x, while your negative, you will have here negative of your g, which is negative x plus 1. So obviously, if you substitute this negative sign in each term in your g of x, it becomes plus x and it will be minus 1. So it is now 2x minus 2 plus x minus 1. Combine like terms, so this 2x plus x is just 3x, while this negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. It means the answer in letter B is 3x minus 3. For letter C, the given is you are asked to find f times g of x, and this is just f of x times g of x, and again your f of x is 2x minus 2, while your g of x is negative x plus 1. If you will combine this, you will use the FOIL method, so you will multiply the first terms, so you will have negative 2x squared, negative 2x squared. Next is for the outer terms, 2x times 1, that is positive 2x. For the inner terms, negative 2 times negative x, still positive 2x. Then for the last terms, this is just negative 2. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. We have minus 2. And obviously, these two are like terms, so it can be combined as 4x. So let us erase this. It is just plus 4x minus 2. So it is just plus 4x minus 2. So it means our answer in letter C is 4x minus 2. And no, negative x squared, negative 2x squared plus 4x minus 2 rather. So let's proceed to letter D. The given in letter D is f over g. So f over g. So let us add one more slide. So it will be letter D. Oops. F, let's use the black one. F, letter D. F over G of X. And we all know that this is just F of X over G of X. And if we substitute it here, we all know that our f of x is 2x minus 2. Minus 2. While our, let's make it clear, minus 2. While our g of x is negative x plus 1. And obviously, we can factor out something here so that it will be simplified. I think we can factor out here negative 2. If we will do that, you will have here negative 2 times, so if you factor out negative 2 here, it will only be negative x, so you will have negative x, and here it will be positive 1 all over negative x plus 1. Okay, so if we will use we will divide the same number, so it will just be equal to 1. Negative x plus 1 divided by negative x plus 1 is just 1, and if this is 1 times negative 2, so the answer is negative 2. Means the answer, letter D, is negative 2. While for letter E, F, G, and H will be left as your exercise. Example number 2. So we let that f of x is equal to x squared minus 1. It's x squared minus 1. And g of x is x squared plus 3x plus 2. And we are asked to find a, b, c, d, e, f, g, and h. But here we will just answer a, b, c, d, and letters e, f, and g, and h will be your exercise. So for letter A, so let us answer letter A. Let us add 1. That is just A letter A, we are asked to find f plus g. So A, f plus g of x, that is just f of x plus g of x, and f of x is x squared minus 1, while our g of x is x squared plus 3x plus 2. So we can automatically remove the parenthesis. Anyway, it is plus. It will not affect the sign if you will substitute in each term. Anyway, this is addition. So you can now combine like terms. So x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Then 3x plus 3x, while for the constant we have negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1. It means the answer for letter A is 2x squared plus 3x plus 1. For letter B, we are asked to find f minus g. So we will have here letter B, just B f minus g of x, and it is just f of x minus g of x. So we all know that f of x is x squared minus 1, so you will have x squared minus 1, and our g of x is x squared plus 3x plus 2, so you will have minus x squared plus 3x plus 2. So obviously here we need to substitute the negative sign in each term, so it becomes negative x, negative 3 x, negative 3x, and negative 2. So if you combine, x squared minus x squared becomes 0. So it will be cancelled out. Next is, it becomes negative 3x, negative 3x, while for the constant negative 1 minus 2x is negative 3. Means the answer in letter B is negative 3x minus 3. For letter C, we are asked to find f times g of x, and this is just equal to f of x times g of x. And from the given, our f of x, this f of x is just equal to x squared minus 1, while our g of x is x squared plus 3x plus 2. So you will have x squared plus 3x plus 2. Then we will substitute first the x squared in each term. Let's do it. X squared times x squared is x raised to the power of 4. Then x squared times 3x squared is just 3x cubed plus 3x cubed, 3x cubed. Then x squared times 2, that is plus 2x squared, 2x squared. While if you will distribute the negative 1, so you have negative x squared, negative x squared, then negative 1 times 3x, so you will have negative 3x. Then lastly, for the negative 1 times positive 2, that is negative 2. So if we will be simplifying our answer, so you can combine only the 2x squared and the negative x squared. So the answer now is x raised to the power of 4, x raised to the power of 4, x raised to the power of 4 plus 3x cubed, then plus x squared minus 3x minus 2. That is the final answer from letter C. For letter D, we are asked to find the quotient of f and g, f divided by g. So let's proceed. So letter D, f divided by g of x. It is just f of x all over g of x. And we all know that f of x is x squared plus a minus 1, right? While your g of x is x squared plus 3x plus 2. And I think the numerator is factorable because this is the difference between two squares. So it is just x plus 1 times x minus 1, while the denominator is also factorable, is a trinomial which is factorable. So I think the factor factors of 2 in which we take the sum 3 are 2 and 1. Yes, it's correct. So the factors are x plus 2 and x plus 1. So there is x plus 2 and x plus 1. So x plus 2, x plus 1. So obviously this 2 will be equal to 1. X plus 1 divided by x plus 1 is equal to 1. So what we have is the final answer, x minus 1 all over x plus 2. It's number 2, x plus 2. Okay, so the final answer is x minus 1 all over x plus 2. So watch for the next video for the topic composition of function.